Hey, greetings and salutations. Samius here. I've let me check the audio levels actually before we get too crazy. Might need to go down just a little bit more. Alright, anyway. So I've decided to go ahead and play another couple days of DDO, I guess. I don't know. I looked at some other games this morning and I just didn't want to. I wanted to play DDO instead, so usually when I have that kind of moment, I should just listen to myself. Excuse me, so we're gonna. Let's see. When we last left our heroes, we had found a Memories of Insight. That's great. We had dug up or realized that the I had not moved the Diplomancer out. Looks like I moved them out sometime yesterday, though. Here it is. So let's go ahead and ghost touch this thing up. Hey, Tlab. What's up, buddy? Such a pain. Alright, here's the ghost touch room. Or ghost bane room. Just go ahead and ghost that up. I don't know if there's anything else super important. This will probably become our main weapon because it's infinitely better than the other thing. Oh, you got your new emote in? It's sweet. I wonder if my new emote came in. Let's take a look, see. Nope. Man, so odd. Wonder what's taking so long. Oh, I know the other thing we wanted to grab. Our goggles. Here we go. So normally I'd slot this up with power. We really don't cast that many spells right now, so I think we'll just wear them. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. Oh, let's sell some junk real quick too. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. So my other one took like no time. Just gonna sell all this junk. I might scribe Freezing Bolt. It's level 1, right? Yeah, that might give us a combat spell. I just don't see us casting it though, but we'll leave it for now. Also, we're not wearing a ring, but we'll have a ring at the next level. No, we won't. I mean, we probably will. I don't know. Whatever. I'm a little tired and frustrated, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. Alright, we need some third level spell components. I want to go back to DDO, but it'll just leave me hungry for more. Yeah, I mean, the great thing about DDO is you can pick it up and you can come back to it later. It's not like certain other games where once you get too far out of it, you can never really get back. And if you have to make a hard cut for a little while, it's not the end of the universe, you know? I think we're actually gonna smooth these as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, we're level 6 land. We should actually look at quests. I'm not sure where we're going, and before I hit yet another loading window, I want to... Oh, okay. We're gonna do the new quest. Yeah, I mean, I play a lot of DDO, obviously, but I don't play 20 hours a day. Sometimes I struggle to play the 4 to 8 hours a day that I play now. I used to play quite a bit, like way more, but brain melty is bad.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, buddy. Let's go to another man's treasure. I don't know. I'm beat.
Got some fatigue today, huh?
Oh, the head's been bothering me the last couple of days.
Oh, that's change of the seasons, huh?
No, I think it's just how it goes after like pre-release, and then not being comfortable to sit and whatever for that long, and then piling it on the going to the in-game movie and sitting in the super uncomfortable seats. And
yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
well, if you can, invest in sitting in one of the nicer places with good seating.
I'm going to one that's got like real nice lazy boys with
Yeah,
with probably.
that's exactly what you need.
Yep. I will be good and comfortable.
Yeah, we I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I had tried to talk the wife into, like, she really wanted to go to supremely comfortable seating.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, we can go to this theater on this day. We just have to leave by this time, and that means you'll have to work. You know, they have a program where they call flexing time, where she works. So basically,
Yeah.
it's like you can work as long as you cover your hours. Like, you can kind of play with your working schedule time a little bit. Something that I wish my other company would have, like, they eventually kind of were not so bad about it for a while, and then they got bad at it again. But
Right.
you go in half an hour early a couple of days, or stay half an hour late a couple of days, and next thing you know, you have, like, basically a Friday afternoon off kind of situation. But I'm like,
Yeah.
babe, if you just, like, work an extra half an hour, 45 minutes on these 2 days, or across these 3 days, or whatever, then you don't have to do anything weird. Everything's fine. But she stressed herself out over it pretty hardcore. And she also didn't want to see any spoilers. So she, I don't know, was pretty adamant about going as quickly as possible.
Yeah. You know, I've got a fondness for Mill, and I always want it to be competitive. I don't think it's ever going to actually be competitive.
I think right now it's probably, in standard, it's probably as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, probably as good as it's going to get, but it's at, like, at best, like, tier, like, upper tier 2.
I don't know. Oh man, we should just go back, heal up. We're not so far in that. Yeah, let's go back. Nah, screw it. I'm not going back. We're just gonna push on. Hopefully we can heal up and find the water breathing thing we need. No, there's another moss around here somewhere. That was really unfortunate. We just scraped the bottom of that. Alright. Speaking of unfortunate, let's go ahead and top up on our mana here, just or our hit points just a little bit. Yeah, I know. I would still like to try to go to the nice theater tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I don't think she bought tickets, so it's probably too late now.
Pretty much all of our theaters right now are the nicer ones. Around me, at least.
Yeah, the biggest problem is that we live in small town Kansas, and like most of the larger cities nearby have a nice theater, but our theater keeps like getting resold, and all the rules keep changing constantly.
Let's go on, Bart.
You good?
It's
Good.
pretty aggravating. Morning, Bard.
So I re-rolled my the new Bard class, and I'm gonna see if this is better.
Okay.
That's what I'm up to today.
Cool.
Very
The
exciting.
the stock path it sent you down's pretty good. I just don't know quite what to do with the enhancement tree. Like it chooses the spells and everything for you. Which,
I don't know. I said I never follow trees, and I really don't play. I don't play iconics anymore. I have a couple that I use for very specific things, and they are specifically designed for those things in particular. I think that's the best. Personally, I feel like that is the appropriate way to use an iconic.
well, I rolled this one myself, so we'll see if it's better.
Like, the only one that really gets any play is specifically built for doing heroic level challenges. There we go, that's the word for it. We're just gonna stand here and shoot you in the face, I guess. In the face. I don't know, part of me kind of wishes I had started something else today, but I just don't think I have the ability to sit here and think. And to play that React game.
Alright, I guess mono blue is not the way
Mono blue is not the way to what?
to go. It just doesn't have enough interaction. You just can't mill them fast enough. You have to have some type of interaction. I'm just having trouble with like, okay, I'm just getting rolled over because I'm not fast enough to mill them completely, and
Are you using the new blue mill enchantment thing?
Which one?
When you draw a card, they mill too?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 4 of those. I've got 4 of the whenever you play a blue spell, you mill them to. I've got 4 Ashioks. I put in 2 Jaces.
Okay. Are you using like that bounce draw card spell? Right? Is there a bounce draw card from the new set? Or is it bounce proliferate or proliferate draw a card? I can't remember.
I think it's like proliferate draw a card.
I think there's another one that does something and then draws a card. I don't know. I can't quite remember now.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of bounce draw cards in standard right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already got almost the entire set of War of the Spark.
Yeah, I don't have any. I haven't played. I haven't used the play Spark code or whatever it is yet either. I'll look at all that sometime later. I thought about playing Magic today, but I don't think that thought lasted very long.
Yeah. I mean, there's Blink of an Eye, but I think 4 mana
That's
is just
too
too
much.
much.
I mean, it's fine if you can get to the 4, but you need that interaction early, so it might be fine. Isn't Just the Wind was the last set.
Yeah.
I didn't draw a card. I don't know, I thought there was like a 2 mana or a 3 mana draw a card. Bounce something, draw a card.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Maybe I don't own it.
I know that there's the Ixalan 3 mana bounce, draw a card. If you have a merfolk, you can play it at instant speed. 3 mana may be too much for that effect, though.
There's like Surveil. That'd be fine if I were doing like.
Oh, is it 2 mana bounce thing, Surveil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's still not what I'm thinking of. I don't know. Like I said, that's what you need. Just like the little something that bounces and draws a card.
So yesterday I built a deck that was a deck that was using the new Narset, and then emergency powers, the 7 mana. You know, like go into their draw step, stop them right after they draw a card, and then wheel and empty their hand. It's kind of cute.
Doesn't the new? I mean, again, it's getting out of mono blue, but doesn't the new Teferi bounce a thing and draw a card for 3 mana?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking maybe splash white or splash black for just some wrath effects. But if I go into white, that I could get the new Teferi and old Teferi in here and have draw effects through that. It'd be a little splash too, like it wouldn't be anything major, but I could get like Cleansing Nova, the new Teferis.
You can get the new Wrath, which is probably better.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right, because I'm running that wall, the 2 mana wall that mills when it comes. It's not a terrible idea. I guess I don't really need these spark doubles in here. They're not that great.
I mean,
Like
Spark Double's pretty great, but they're not great for you because they only hit your things, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it hits Jace or Ashiok, but like, I don't know that I care that much.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Let's take out these River Rebukes and the Spark Doubles.
don't know. Like Spark Double. Not a big Rivers Rebuke guy.
Well, I mean, River's Rebuke was just kind of like a necessary evil since I was like, well, I'm mono blue. I need some type of board clear, but it's just so expensive.
Oh, wait. No. River. Okay, that one. Oh, that was not so bad. 13. That one. Oh, well, I guess not. I thought it was the middle one, but maybe it's semi-random. Okay, whatever.
I've actually never been in that room before. How many wraths do I really need at 5 mana? Just 4.
Well, if you're playing the white, you just want the other one.
Just the time wipe?
I think so. And then...
Go down 1 Jace's Triumph. So I got like 4 of the time wipes, 2 of each of the Teferis. Like my card draws like 3 Jace's Triumph, 4 Ops. I think this is fine. I've got the like 4 of the 3 mana counter that they mill if you counter their spell.
I know really you need to figure out how to self-mill like crazy and then play that Jace.
Well, that's what that other deck that I showed you is for.
Oh. Yeah, I half remember.
I just about started a game without adjusting my mana.
Nah, you don't need to be able to cast your spells.
I don't need white mana. What are you talking about?
I know, I had one pre-release match in particular that was like that. Like I had a reasonable keep, a reasonable 6. Or, yeah, reasonable 6 or something. And it just was like, never draw another mana. It was a pretty unexciting way to lose pre-release.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Alright, anything... Oh, there's an alchemy table over here. Let's grab it. Alright, well.
Hopefully you're not losing viewers for the magic talk.
I think most people that when they're here, they know that it can happen. So why there's people here to have an actual conversation with? I'm
Oh, you saved both.
trying to have a conversation with Bonnie Bew on Twitter about the upcoming Dark Phoenix saga or movie, Dark Phoenix movie. And she's been hating on it pretty hard, which I understand. If you love a story and it looks like they're going to not necessarily do the best version of that story, it can be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we also... I was able to figure out how to sum this up today. I feel like sometimes you have to be able to just be okay with somebody else's perspective of the story, because otherwise we would never get like if you're always holding up the movie by the source material, you'll never get a movie, right?
Right.
So like I always nitpick and point at certain like Iron Man villains because I feel like they do a bad job often in the Iron Man villains. Or I say things like, if you think you're gonna read the book, but you know a movie's on the way, just wait. Read the book after. Like, it's so hard to compare. I feel like there's a lot of that with...
What majestic cloak is that?
What?
That's a pretty cool cloak.
I'm in DDO right now. It looks like it's almost like icicle for feathers, and it's like wings. But the top of it looks like it's a wool-covered backpack. There's studded leather down it.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I've seen either that or I've seen something very similar. I don't know. You should be able to, like, probably image search it on
Examine
the
you?
wiki. Doesn't work. Just send that guy a message. Send him a tail. Alright. Let's whip out
Oh,
my
that's
gallery.
adorable. So this guy used that Convoke O-ring to get rid of my Ashiok. I dropped a Teferi and tucked it and then milled it with the Ashiok.
Right.
That's cute.
That's part of what I was like advocating for, I guess, was that the fairy could bounce the thing and then you can mill it away.
Right. That's adorable. I didn't think about that. And now he's playing a binding and he doesn't really know what to hit.
Right.
So that's impressive. The person in question who's wearing the cloak has done all racial and all class past lives.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a level 30 epic cleric main, pure cleric. Holy crap.
Is it a High Lord? It's probably a High Lord.
Allied Farmer Corporation, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those guys are crazy.
It's an Asimir.
Wow. Asimirs are pretty sweet.
They are.
I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, the robe matches it. Okay, that's an entire cosmetic set.
What, how do you guys feel about the new Dark Phoenix movie, the new X-Men movie, I guess?
To be quite honest, I don't know much about it.
But, like, did you have any excitement for it?
Not really.
See, and I was the same way. Like, I didn't care. And
Is
maybe
it bad
that's...
that I really haven't watched any of them?
I mean... they're all enjoyable movies, I think. They just... I think they kind of... I don't know, tend to move through some of the plot a little fast. Which I think is what Bonnie View's issue is that they do that. They kind of move through the story a little quickly. I gotta get this down before these things.
Festival to Winter Cloak. And matching robe. That's what that is. That's tight.
There you go. I feel like I've seen what you're talking about before. But I don't know, I watched the preview during the Avengers movie and I felt like it was interesting, you know? Like, my excitement went from like, when does that movie even come out? Like, who cares? To, oh, I'd go see that now.
I don't know if it's just that we've had so many good movies lately, but when I see previews for stuff, I'm not as hype. I don't know if it's because between the Avengers movie and Game of Thrones, there's not much room for hype for something else left. or what, but
I'm not sure.
Well, that's just a problem of market saturation.
yeah. I didn't know if I was the only one feeling that. Oh. Is it just
Morning,
me? Is there a
Peter.
lack of content at level 15?
Yeah, there's content everywhere.
The only area that I have trouble with is level 17. That level for me is kind of a nightmare. But after that, before that and after that, it's I run out of content actually. Usually, I'm like, man, I'm capped out and I want to do this other quest and I can't do it.
Wait, all of my level 15 stuff is in the side of the harbor, right? In the inspired quarter? Isn't there a bunch of...
No, that's all level 18 stuff. Your level 15 stuff's gonna be like giant hold and
Oh, duh. I've got to run all the way there because I'm not in a guild. I don't want to run all the way to Giant Hold.
It's in the marketplace. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not far.
do you need a guild or something?
Yeah. I don't have the buffs either. I don't know. I rolled the new heroic last night and I like it. But I wasn't liking the spell list or the lack of direction in the enhancement tree because it doesn't let you take precision. So you can't be a pure swashbuckler because it won't allow you, because you don't have precision, you can't take the thread the needle, which is the +5 damage while precision feed is active, which is like 6 extra damage full time with every hit. And it's just enough damage to be sorely missed, like noticeable difference in your DPS level. So I re-rolled it and did it all manually, and I'm doing well, minus the fact that because I'm not a human, I've got this issue where I'm behind a feat. So I'm gonna have to drop one of my higher level feats when I hit 30 because of it.
Oh boy.
If that makes any sense.
Bard problems. So the thing about humans is they're bonus feat, not.
No, yeah, that's what I meant.
Behind the feat.
Because I don't have the bonus feat, I have to drop a feat I would normally take in order to take shield mastery.
Well, then I guess you can't be human. Or you have to be human. I mean, if your feet structure is that rigid, I don't know.
It's really not, because the one that I'll end up dropping is the final feat, and that one should be.
It's the final feat now.
Well, at level 28, I'll take perfect single weapon fighting, which I'll have to have. So I'll just drop inspire. I'll just drop quicken. That's what I'll do. Well,
I feel like you probably want quicken.
we'll drop inspire excellence.
Okay, I don't know about that one, but
It improves the in excellence the feat song, but I've got enough points in my enhancement tree to compensate for that, so I don't really need that feat.
there you go. Yeah, I haven't looked at a post level 20 bard in a long time.
Well, I've never played endgame content, so I've written characters up for it thinking I would, and then I never got around to it. Then I heard the heroic was coming out. I figured that was the perfect excuse.
So he keeps saying heroic. People listening, he means the iconic.
Sorry, iconic. Yeah, my
Fine.
bad.
I'll just fix it for you.
Well,
Words are important.
That's right.
yeah.
They mean things.
So iconic is the character that allows you to jump to 15, and heroic is a character that hit level 30, correct? Is that how that works?
Heroic is just level 20 and lower people.
Well, then technically I am still a heroic character, but
You
besides the
are,
point.
which is why I didn't say anything earlier, but if they're trying to figure out how you got to 15 overnight, that would be how.
Yes, I'm playing the new Iconic.
There you go.
Your favorite bard is playing the new bard Iconic. Would you imagine that? Done is the
Slaughtering
runs.
through the quest.
I think I'm gonna go grab a glass of water real quick, and I'll be right back.
Anyway, back to my weird thoughts.
Yay, weird thoughts.
I don't know. I understand hating on a movie, but and the more I get into this discussion with her, I think it has to. She clearly has a love for the Dark Phoenix storyline in particular, and the because I think her chief complaint is what a lot of people's complaint is, mine included often, is that they try to do too much with one movie instead of breaking it up into bigger chunks so you can get more of the actual story in.
Right.
But man, I feel like it's again, it's so tough to kind of live up to to live up to somebody's own ideals of how many movies a story should be, or what movie should get, or what story should be focused on for a movie.
Right.
I always thought that they should do a Hand of the Mandarin storyline for Iron Man.
Oh well, that kind of sucks. They drop Shalai, I lose.
Oh yeah, Saheeli is pretty good. You should probably consider putting Saheeli in that, I guess. If you need some interaction, you got spells. Lots of non-creature-y spells. Still hasn't popped out. Oh boy.
So the Purple Heart thing, is that like a special promotion right now with Twitch, or is that like a new thing, or what's going on?
It's a special promotion. I don't know, Ben was... The first I heard of it, Ben basically just did it.
Oops, I did not mean to double post that.
Ah, how dare you double post? Ah, dare you not? Oh wait, no.
I mean, I'm sure you're not mad about me double posting promotions. How dare I promote you?
Alright, search these traps up. Man, I'm so spoiled now with the level 10 base tree and the Inquisitive tree, having the ability to auto-detect traps. So
Yeah.
it is Tuesday. My head's still bothering me, and I didn't feel like pulling out something that I needed to be smarter about. Well, next month we're gonna finish up the Pokemon game. Kind of get ready for the summer, so Remy can have his Switch back. In fact, right now it's sitting upstairs on the dining room or the living room coffee table, because he was home to watch In-Game with us, and before he went back home, he like whipped it out to start playing some Smash Brothers. So I don't know. I gotta get that story finished. Know what I didn't do now. I probably won't play any Smash Brothers Ultimate or anything like that. The new since Smash Brothers got away from basically the I want to say the 64. At some point, Nintendo's Smash Brothers became too busy on the screen for my brain to track.
Is that one of those games that goes against your?
I just think it gets too busy, and my brain just can't focus on.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he donates it to you.
Oh no, we already have a copy of it. I'm not. That's not even a game that I'm gonna pretend to be like. If you donate, I'll play it. No. That's
fair enough.
It's just a game that's visually overstimulating, and that's no good for my brain. I mean, unless you're looking to have me try to like seize it up. There's other versions of Smash.
My opponent is doing something, and I'm not sure what it is, but I completely agree. There are only like 5 color, just 5 color good stuff, maybe?
Row 7.
They've got like Hero Precinct 6 and stuff in the deck. Like, I don't know what this is, but
Well, I mean, if it's running Hero, then it's definitely a gold themed deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 7, right? Yeah, it's a 7. There you go. That's the book we're looking for. And then there's one other optional around here somewhere. Oh, you're mostly lonely. You want to play with me? Well, I don't think my wife would approve. I don't think my wife would approve of me playing with.
Play some DDO. You can play DDO with Sam.
That's true. You could play DDO. That is my jam. Smoke some damage. Man, sometimes getting the precision to stack up is such a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Stand there and take a bunch of hits, but I don't wanna. But like I said, you can always hang out and be less bored here. Alright, so we need one more book. The book from the hardest room. Such a pain, this last book. It's fine though, we'll make it work. I suspect we're gonna get ambushed. And by suspect, I mean I know we're gonna get ambushed. Why this room didn't open like this before, I don't know, but... Stand there and bravely pew-pew them in the face. Let's see. Let's quicken the web. The rest of these I don't think I'm that worried about being quickened. Oh man, it feels weird being tall and scrawny. This elf life is weird. Excuse me. What do you think of the wood elf for a like a heavily monk life slab?
I think the ASMR is just a much better fit.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about doing 2 more ASMR lives. ASMR lives will be very easy regardless of what I do when it comes to ASMR.
That's true.
But when it's at the end of this life and I'm trying to figure out what classes to put up on the poll next.
I mean, I'm always gonna vote for Monk and Bard.
That's closer to the answer I was looking for. Teleport, loving, you old chick. You old chick of goodness. Alright.
Trying to win through infinite nickel bolus, and I'm winning through a beatdown of and a Jace illusion token. Something feels wrong.
Oh, do you love me a Jace illusion tokens? Fabulous Jace is pretty good. Do I like anime girls? Not particularly. I'm a real girl kind of guy.
Oh no. Oh lord, this is bad. He's got a nickel bolus.
Well, you just have to get some work done now.
I don't want him going infinite because of my Jace. Oh, nickel bolus down. Vraska's Contempt saved the day.
How do you have a Vraska's Contempt?
For that reason.
Oh, I thought you were white-blue.
I'm playing 4-color because you have to have Grixis for
Oh, you switched to...
Oh yeah, I switched to playing Infinite Bolus.
Okay. So I'm like, I thought you were playing the other one.
Yeah, I know. I jump around decks a lot.
There's part of these I like to draft. Although I should whip out my code sometime this week and play. As I assume that right now it's sealed for War. War Seal is the thing, so
yeah, War Seal.
Probably get out one of the codes and play it while it's still a thing. so bad at sealed.
I'm so bad at any limited format.
I like limited, but I don't know. Unless I get a... Like, my pool has to have some amount of reasonable cards, or I feel like I'm just not sure where to go.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I got Jace out, and then next turn I can drop the Oath of Fairy. I'm gonna do it. Oh, he conceded right before I did it. Turn, he untapped and conceded. Oh, I thought I got booted out of the channel. I'm like, okay, I'll stop talking about Magic.
No, that's fine. I was just thinking. I'm not sure about what right now, but something.
Have you seen the Bolus's Citadel combo?
Not in particular. I mean, I need to go through and do a lot of research this,
It's
during my downtime.
using Bolus's Citadel, and then like it's basically just in the green black Explore.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, as long as you can have a wild growth walker out, you can pretty much go through your entire, and then you can use Bolus's Citadel to kill them.
Oh, the sacrifice 10 things.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a pain in the ass to play in real life. Or sorry, pain in the butt to play in real life.
It's probably way easier to play in paper.
I think it's harder.
I think it probably depends on your various comfort levels, but I find most of those kind of things to be so much easier to play in paper. Hey QQ, what are you doing?
How rude. Play a Chromatic Lantern and then he Rexaged my Chromatic Lantern. How rude.
So this this quest is part of the White Plume Mountain and Other Stories adventure pack. This one is in fact called Memory Lapse. It's actually not a bad quest. There's a couple of really difficult fights in it.
What's the next one they're doing? They're doing another one of those like classic adventures.
Just the new mountain thing, right? Like that's the next one. I don't remember what it's called though.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm just getting wrecked by Bant here.
No, this is not the falconry tree. This is
Inquisitive.
the inquisitive tree. Falconry tree is pretty sweet. I really like it a lot, but the inquisitive tree is the newest hotness, and is pretty gross.
It's pretty nice.
With yeah, it's very disgusting how good it is. The Inquisitive Tree is a Sharn thing. I do not have a Wafu. I have a woman.
Oh man, I forgot about Ugin's static ability. I'm sitting here looking at my hand. I've got a treasure map in it, and yeah, it's like I got a treasure map in it. It's like 0 mana, and I'm like, why is this costing 0 mana? Is there like a bug here?
Suddenly, I'm intrigued with Ugin.
Yeah, I'll post this deck in the Discord. This one's actually pretty sweet.
Do I think it's overpowered because it's new and you have to buy the expansion and they're gonna nerf it later?
No.
I don't think it's overpowered. at all, to be honest. I think it just happens to be, for the most part, really well done. There's a couple things in it that maybe could have been done a little better. DDO usually doesn't do that kind of new, like that new flavor smell. Every once in a while you'll get something like that, but it's because it's hard to balance something that's new. But they do a pretty good job of figuring that out for the most part.
They do an extensive testing, and it's, you know, it's, I don't think they're gonna.
Like, if there's a balance pass on it, I don't think it'll be very much.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I like it so much is because, personally, I feel like it is more important to be good. Oh, it's fine. It's more important to do as much damage as you can in the least amount of time. And shooting 2 bolts at the same time is like the best you're gonna get, as opposed to.
Now, is the dice actually hand crossbow dice, or is it still the dice for the weapon?
They're the dice for the weapon.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I have not noticed a significant decrease. Like, they're literally the same numbers, basically, or sometimes even more on the offhand.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm killing this guy, other than the fact that I feel like it. Like there's no value here. Alright. Now.
So I can't really post the sideboard very easily for this deck, but that's the deck I was just running in the MTG room. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's like use Karn to get stuff out of the sideboard. I have a Parhelion in there, and you can use Karn to get Parhelion, and then uptick Karn to crew the Parhelion for free and make it an 8/8 instead of the 6/6 that it normally is.
That doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I don't know, I just like the idea of.
I got Nutez in there so that you can play Karn for free. Karn and Ugin for free.
Oh, is he? Oh, is he Infinity for all? Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess Planeswalkers and Creatures affinity for artifacts.
Seems fine. I'd have to think about the meta more before I lay judgment on it. I think my only one thing would be it's an awful high end on the old converted mana cost there.
That and Strip Mine, Field of Ruin is basically Strip Mine.
Yeah, I really want to play some sort of Strip Mine Crucible World deck right now. Conley was playing some sort of land destruction deck before.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing a lot of this, like, what is it? A zombie army stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I also am looking forward to taking and slapping in that new Bitter Blossom into a like a mono black control shell.
Mm-hmm.
See how that goes. I'm not 100% sold on it, but 2 is pretty easy to get down underneath counter magic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big boy threat. So. Lorraine's coming down again. Do not kill Ellery, you scumbag. He did anyway. Alright, so we're gonna probably have to play the 5-step back and move game with these guys. Huh, that's weird. They're showing me a trap box down to the ground. Or not a trap box, but a trap line. It's kind of interesting. Should grab Ellery's stone here in a minute, too. Back to slaughtering all these methods. This one's like the longest of the quests, I think. And it's probably just because there's so many different rooms and so much different like things to do here. Oh, we picked up a Famine Reaper. That's fun. Come on, get where I can shoot you. Alright, so I gotta get one more book on the podium. Yeah, this storm that's come through has also been a real pain. Hey, baby. Oh, you scared of the thunder? Come here, it's okay. Oh, you want up? You're that scared? You want up? Oh. It's okay. You don't have to be scared of the thunder. My dog is such a coward. She's such a coward.
I mean, if you were that little, you would be too.
Oh, man. Oh, don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked, Sam. They must have leashed.
So one thing about Blast Zone that's not that great is you can't remove the counters to do it for...
You can, but there's some steps I think you gotta go through. Again, I'm not the anime person, Pete. You're gonna have to... There are other YouTubers and streamers out there that are into anime people. Now you want to talk about, you know, Zoe Zazana or Karen Gillan or like, I'm trying to think of some non-Avenger girls right now off the top of my head. I know, come here, you're okay. I know, it's okay. It's so scary, I know. I know, but I gotcha. I gotcha. I know, it's okay. Oh my. Are you gonna be like this all day? Are you gonna be like this all day? This storm's not going anywhere. It's like 2 days of this S. All that for a drop of blood. What? Are you ready to get down? No. Come here. Oh, I know. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be okay. I'll take care of you. I'm taking care of you. You ready to get down? You ready to get down? No. Alright, well just lay down. Just sit on my lap. Oh my goodness. You're such a big baby. You're such a big baby. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. You're the biggest baby.
Goodness.
Are you? Oh my gosh. Okay, what? What? It's not even thundering anymore. Okay. You're such a baby. You're such a baby. What? Everything's fine. What? There's nothing over there. It's okay. It's okay. What? What? It's okay. I know, it's scary. It's so scary. Oh my god, everybody. Alright,
Poor
turn around.
thing.
Sit down. Sit down. It's okay. You're okay. Alright, are you good now? Are you better? No!
Nope.
It's okay. I'm sorry, everybody. She is scared out of her little brain.
That's
My dog is literally scared of her own shadow. I apologize if it's irritating. Oh, there's a big one. Now Jersey upstairs is barking. You're okay. Oh, you gotta go see what the barking's about? I suspect it's about to get really loud upstairs. How long has she been like that? Quinn was always like that. She was born this way. Oh. Yeah? I just had like, I don't know, like 5 minutes of Quinn sitting up here like...
Yeah, Jersey's in the...
Yes.
I thought I heard her.
Hello, Mrs. Samus.
Hello. I'm crying down here. And of course, as I get up, Jersey starts barking.
I don't know what's
Thunder.
going on. I know it's thunder. I can hear the thunder.
Very loud thunder, and they're scared. I'm just
Such wusses.
fingers crossed that electricity doesn't flash or anything. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, if the power goes out, I'll be turning the system off.
I need to buy some more things.
Yeah, my UPS is not
Get the
good.
internet backed up and get you backed up. I mean, I'm backed up, but my internet isn't. Which isn't huge.
Well,
Like, if it
also,
It is for you, but if it comes right back, I'll be fine. But...
yeah, the thing is that we need one on the router and on the...
Like 40 bucks a piece. We could like 5 of them.
I just need to figure out why this one's not working.
Why couldn't we get everything plugged in here? Maybe I should move down to the basement.
Okay,
Anyway, I'm going back to work.
I love you. They probably need their mama to watch them.
You're okay.
I tried telling her she was okay.
You're probably better off down here. It's not as loud down here.
Oh no, the little wusses. I put a sign up that says beware of dog, but all you really need is ear protection, and my dogs are no harm to anybody.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some coffee.
Stop it. I should bring my dogs on the stream more often. Well, when she wants up on my lap, I put her up on my lap. She's a very strong and independent woman, unless she's scared of her own shadow, in which case then she's right up on Daddy's lap. Crazy doggo. Like, I suspect there's about to be a little fuzzy... little fuzzy furball over here any second. The dog is more entertaining than the game. Hey, this game is great. You know what? Let's go get rebuffed. Things are definitely slower right now. We're doing some of the slower quests in DDO. We can go hit some quick things instead. But I'm not in that big of a hurry right now. We probably should do a repair check, actually. The wife sent a photo. What's this photo? Oh, well, the dog's being a pain. So here's both dogs. They have treats in their little paws there. She's apparently trying to bribe them into silence. Hi, did you have your snackums? I don't know if I actually got stuff fixed. Looks like I did. I'm going to see if there's anything exciting trending on Twitter. Looks like Venezuela's about to turn extra violent. The Sonic the Hedgehog trailer dropped today. I kind of want to talk about that. I don't know. We'll ask Collab when he gets back if he's seen it, and then we'll go from there. Try to hold my early impressions for a minute while people get an opportunity to watch it. That is a very tall picture. Oh, the price of freedom, sweet. This is one of my more favorite-y.
What is that?
Fox mask woman. Part of it's cut off, so it's hard to tell.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
So the $1 million question to Lab. Have you
Okay.
gotten the chance to watch the Sonic trailer yet?
I have.
Alright. That sounds like a man that was defeated by the Sonic trailer.
You're not wrong.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it looks good, but it looks way better than I thought it was gonna. From some of my initial opinions. Oops. Let's get on this one. No! Let's get back to the boat. Okay. These didn't all disappear like I thought they did. They're getting close to disappearing though, so let's... There we go. Whew. Thought we were going to be taking a long trip back to the boat here. Well, apparently I missed that first one. Rich. Hey D, welcome. Has been a little while, hasn't it? It's all good though. It's good to have you back. Killing some monsters, taking some names. So, was there anything that you did like about the Sonic trailer there to Lab? Wow. Either he's not there or the resounding silence is a no. Alright, outside, inside?
No, sorry. When I was messing around in my Streamlabs, and for some reason when I'm in Streamlabs, it won't let me talk in Discord.
Ah.
No, not really. There's not a lot that I liked about that.
So, this looks like we might get a welcome back to good Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey has kind of slipped off of the reservation, I think, for quite a while, and now maybe he's getting a little love back. That seems nice.
Yeah, I suppose.
I will admit I'm not a fan of the look of this Sonic. Not my favorite Sonic.
It looks creepy.
I mean, I think we're going to have to get over that pretty quickly between the Detective Pikachu and the Sonic. I think this is going to be a trend, taking some of these childhood things and trying to make them whatever people think is more correct.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't understand why we're putting Sonic in our universe instead of in the Sonic universe, unless, of course, maybe he's trapped over here by mistake. Like he ran so fast he like slid into our dimension or whatever. That's the only excuse I could see them going with that makes any sense to me.
It's a pretty crappy excuse too, to be honest.
Yeah, but it just feels like they're gonna do like... Remember how they went on about in the commercial, some energy we've never detected before is blown out whatever. It's like, well, that's probably, that feels like what it's gonna end up being. And then the movie's
Right.
gonna be about him trying to get home. and their creation of Dr. Robotnik, which I'm actually kind of, again, excited for that part.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love a good villain. Thanos Shrek? Isn't the whole point is that... I want to say Thanos is a good guy, but... Isn't the whole point that Shrek's a good guy?
So no spoilers, but I'm curious, did you watch this week's game?
No, I didn't watch this. I have not bought HBO yet.
Mm.
I'm not sure if we're going to get it this week or when exactly we're going to get it.
Oh, okay. So you're not even caught up at all, huh?
No. No, I figure when we get close, because there's going to be like, what, eight episodes?
Mm-hmm.
So I figure when we get like most of the way through, we'll probably get like HBO either through the Amazon or Hulu or whatever.
Yeah.
One of those things, and then kind of catch up and then watch it for the rest of the month.
This last week's was an hour and a half long.
Well, not to say that I've been a little bit spoiled, but I do have Twitter. I've seen a lot of my favorite moments in this week's Game of Thrones was this. So,
Right. I'm pretty tight-lipped about it. You know, I mean, if someone straight up is like, "Nah, I'm not gonna watch it, but I want to know what's happening," you know, then I'll tell
yeah,
them.
well,
But you know,
I'll get there eventually. I don't know. Right now, I'm not invested in a lot of different fictional universes.
mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't care about the Guild Pax fight on Ravnica. I don't care about the Game of Thrones. I just currently out of F's to give. Trying to keep it somewhat cleanish.
Right.
I just
And the professor at Tolarian Community College, he
yeah.
did he gave a terrible review to that book. He hated it.
Oh, the War of the Spark book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not every adventure is gonna be a good one, I guess.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh no, I miss that they would sell them in the fat packs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'd buy more fat packs if they came with books.
well, I used to buy several. Like, I used to have stacks and stacks of those books. But
Yeah.
they could just put a PDF code in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be pretty content.
R.I.P. headphone users.
Yeah, sorry guys. I did warn everybody that as long as the storms go and the dogs are gonna be...
I know, I'm messing around.
Hey, what's the matter? I know, did the bad thunder scare you? Did the bad storm make the boom booms? You need back up on my lap? Is that what's going on? You okay right there? Oh, Tanya sent another photo. What did she send now? No, she didn't send a new photo.
This Jace could stop milling my lands. That'd be great.
Never! No lands for you!
Basically. Playing against Grixis Phoenix, and I'm like trying my best to outrace him with life, and it's not working because I'm not trying like.
I know, I need
Is
to
it-
find my freaking black control stuff and just get that deck reassembled.
Yep. Just remember, basic swamps.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to put that card in there because I think the deck is going to end up being black-white.
Mhm.
just feel like the black-white's so good. And the, I think the 3-mana Planeswalker, the black-white one, is very, very good. And I think that the new Gideon might be a good finisher as well.
Mhm.
He might be a terrible finisher, but
I think Gideon put work in, man. I mean, he's good.
yeah. Alright. Let's see if we get a thing nearby. No anchor found on this side. No anchor found on that side. Wow. Okay. Well, there's no anchor. I'm not sure how much deeper we would need to go to find this other anchor here. Huh, we just made a deer. Pretty sweet. This deer loves me. It's a pretty nice looking deer too, actually. But they just gonna follow me around. Alright, deer, let's go. Alright, let's check for the anchor again. Alright, so we went to very close. So we're gonna check these down here. Could be pretty much anywhere, I guess, though. Don't think you can tab it. You have to visually find it.
So do you like the new J?
So I like the new Jace, the 4-mana Jace. It's fine. I mean, I think it'll be better in some other formats.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll be fine. I think that if there's a good way to self-mill or draw a zillion cards or whatever, it'll be really good. Like, it'll be good as like a 2 of in the Is It deck.
I think this Val is a really good way of doing this.
Val.
Yeah, the green and X, you reveal the top X cards of your library, put all legendary permanent or all permanent cards. Yeah, any land or legendary permanents with converting mana cost X or
Right.
less.
Again, not to always be hyping Conley, but he had a he was building a thing, and I mentioned it to Remy, and then Remy built a frontier list that uses that green sorcery, and his deck was like all 1 of legends, and I'm trying to think what else. I think it was mostly all 1 mana legends. I thought I saw it in there. Maybe it's not. finish checking these floor over here. Right, it did say very close, didn't it? I feel like that was a true statement. Okay, so is it somehow on the floor above us? Close. Here is very close, right? Oh, it's also just close. Far. Oh man, is it like somehow way over there? Alright, we'll go hunting for the other one later. I hate it when they're not just like conveniently located. Reminds me, I need to email my chiropractor or acupuncturist, sorry, about an appointment
Tom,
change.
stop being so mean.
No, about she sent me an email moving an appointment so I could see it, the specialist guy when he comes in. And I need to acknowledge that I got the appointment change.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know how much you pay attention to Slack, but I won't be here tomorrow.
I don't, and I was thinking about not being here tomorrow too, but it looks like I will be now. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, sorry. It's crunch time for my grandmother's house.
Oh, that's fine. Is Shu in the background? I don't think so. I think it's just Talab. Yep, just me and Talab.
Yep. So if you have a choice between two Gift of Paradise, Tamio, and Jace, what do you like? Discard. It's Kite Sail Freebooter.
Okay, so two Gifts of Paradise, Jace, and what?
Tamio. It's Kite Sail Freebooter. You have a choice between two gifts,
What's going to
4 mana Jace, or the Tamio.
What's going to impact the board most soonest?
I don't know. It's my opponent. I'm just trying to think if his choice was the correct choice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going to come down? Like, are we mana issues or anything?
No mana issues. A pretty much perfect curve.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend on what I have answers for too. Like, if I can kill two planeswalkers, I might just take one.
I ended up taking the Tamio.
There you go. Anyway, oh my gosh, am I not going to get this right now? Dregmorla. Glad we could help. No, I don't feel like that was the right way. I think I said your name correctly like once before. Now I don't think I'm saying it right at all. Anyway, glad we could help. As long as you're part of the DDO family, I will be here. Or as long as you're doing things that I like, I'm there. Like what?
What happened?
Dragmora? Yeah, Drag. I don't know. I can't phonetically sound out names. So bad. I remember she was the last DDO person standing like a week ago or something, so we threw it over to her. And she was able to get affiliated, it looks like.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Alright, did we hit all those once? I think so. Bam. Bam. Man,
Now you gotta get your loyalty badges and sub emotes and all that stuff.
definitely missed something. Alright, Titan's back. Titan's back. Titan says, I got a class scheduled and I paid a fee of $250. That's not terrible, I guess. I got my points reduced from a 6 to a 2. I mean, alright, so this is one button off on this side. I think that'll fix that side too if I can hit it. That wasn't the button to hit though. I think I screwed it up now. I gotta learn to jump better. This lag jumping thing is killing me right now.
I think those are some mighty good looking emotes, don't you think?
I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah. And they can be yours. Everyone's.
Oh. You have one emote in the works now. The potato will be the work. Yeah, I am. Bye, Titan. Heaven forbid someone tries to make some money on the thing that they put literally hours and hours and hours of work into.
Yep. It's a job for a lot of us, Titan. We're not going to apologize for doing what we do.
You get it? Alright, we got it. Thank goodness. Alright. Alright. Oh, Sam, don't be such a son. Ah! Darn it. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Sit on my lap again. Come here. I know, it started to really rain now. Come here. Oh! You're such a big baby. Okay, I know. I love you too. Now, can you sit? Let me do my jab. No? Is this going to be difficulty Quinn? Is that what's going on today? Yeah. I know. I got you. I got you. You said please. Can I please read your comment? I can't even see your comment.
Here, I'll get it.
What comment?
I'll get it, Sam.
The only comment I saw was you making fun of, like, saying shoes watching the Shoe People show.
Is Thor Ragnarok the best Thor movie?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Probably. Although, Thor, here's a mild spoiler for you. I feel like Thor really did a great job of stealing this show in in Endgame. I was very impressed by the Thor character in particular. You're gonna go watch it. Oh, wait, you're not watching it tomorrow. You're cleaning Grandma's house.
No, I'm watching it tomorrow evening.
Okay. So you'll be able to do both.
Yeah, I'll probably be going out to the movies like right after I get done cleaning. Like go home, take a shower, go to the movies.
Yeah, it's still Chris Hemsworth. In my opinion, sellout equals conforming to wishes of corporate sponsors. Samus's wishes. He had a corporate sponsor. It's pretty true. That is pretty true, boys. I am definitely brought to you by people like yourselves. Like, without your guys' support, we'd definitely not be here, which is why I feel like it's worth mentioning to people, because it would be very easy for me not to be here.
No, I'm not gonna apologize for, doing what we do. It is what it is. It's
Yeah. I said it's part of the deal.
Yep. No
Somebody's
one is
gotta
gonna
pay for
force
the
you
content.
to be here. No one's gonna force you to be here. If you don't want to be here, you don't like to hear our pitches, then too bad. Get going.
I mean, it'd be a different story if you were a sponsor in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for free, it's free. Hey, thanks, Beef. Appreciate it, buddy.
Beef with the sellout.
Wow, the supporting. He taking advantage of the bonus money right now. Like, otherwise you're just leaving free money on the table.
Yep.
Oh, I demand money. Don't get me wrong. Don't take my not demanding money in those words as me not demanding money. I demand it. Okay. Hi. Can you calm down now? Conform to my wishes. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, I'm debating on your question. Like, I like Thor, Dark World, Peter.
Well, Titan, it's not a constant ad. I run one like at the top of every hour. So if you don't like the ads, you can simply just not read. It's a very simple concept.
You ordered your new desk? Is that why you're broke? Is that why you can't support the stream? Ah, that's okay. I hope you enjoy it. One of these days I'm gonna order a new desk. I just haven't decided when. QQ, you're get. I know you guys can't see it, but she has taken her little paw and like twice pulled my hand closer to her so she could lay her paw and her head on me. Oh, you little butt.
I think you need a Doge cam.
A Doge cam? Thing is that she doesn't like being in here very often. She would rather be with Mom, because Mom gives her treats.
Did you order a standing desk, or is it just a regular desk, or what?
I don't know. I wish she would have told me that she was looking for a desk before she ordered. I would have sent her the anonymous AI link to get her $50 off. It's an L desk.
Oh, be careful! You're putting ads in.
Well, I don't get paid for it. I think they make a really good product. I love this chair to death, and I think if anybody out there is looking for a desk or a chair or whatever, I'm personally endorsing their stuff for no monetary gain. If you're still looking for a chair, I'd recommend these chairs. They don't look like what you would expect from like a gaming nerd chair or whatever, but they are the best. Here, let me grab a link. You know, Q, this would be a lot easier to type if, Man, I can't. Arrgh. You know, I can't type with you on my lap. Let me get to the actual chair here that I have, so you can go right to that chair. What's the matter? Anyway, so there's a chair that I have. If you decide you're interested in such a said chair, let me know, and I will get you one of the codes. So if somebody who has already purchased from them gives you a code, I think it's like $50 off. So that more than covers your shipping usually. It gives you a little bit of extra wiggle room, like it's like shipping and tax for free basically. Okay. Stop. Alright, so I'm looking for the last one. Is it over here? Not over here. But it was down. Man, I hate this find the other one. That's the opposite of a standing desk, Beef. That's a laying desk. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it. Where do I buy that? I need that in my life right now.
Anyway, so there's some issues with Thor Dark World that I think could have been done better. But I mentioned this the other day, and I'll continue to stand by it. Having re-watched the Thor films like together and watched the evolution of not just the character but the space part of it, I give the Thor movies some extra credit that that I don't think they would have gotten before.
Yeah, they crush your feet, but you have to have the right supports, and then it'd be fine. Everything's
did I somehow
fine.
end up back in the same area? I did.
Ooh, the Elder Spell. That's.
But anyway, check out that chair. I said, I got the green one, which took it down another, like, $40. So I think I paid, like, $220 or $240 or something like that altogether for my chair. And it has literally been a lifesaver. I think I'd be... Without this chair, I'd be in so much more pain. Close. Still close. Whee! Is that someone camping out in their bathtub? Is that what happens the day after you eat Taco Bell? McDonald's, you gotta camp out in the bathroom, or bathtub. Rate your setup. Well, I'm gonna give it high marks for bathroom visitation. Like it's quick to the toilet area. Also, probably great acoustics, so it's probably good for listening to music. But for those of you who have a sense of smell, I'm going to give it a -2 because I imagine it's stinky. So there you go, overall a 1. Laptop too far away from the keyboard. Yeah, I think if you had a Bluetooth keyboard that sat on your lap, I think it'd be much better. Look, I'm sorry. You're big and fat. You're big and fat. You are uncomfortable to hold there for long periods of time. So you're gonna have to deal with me wiggling around some. Oh, yes, you guys can't see her. I'm yelling at her because she's wiggling around. Alright, lay down. Alright, let's look and see if we're getting any closer. No anchor found. Man, this is going to take forever. It was when I bought it. I don't know if it still is. But for whatever reason, I think the green one was not a very popular seller for them. And they had to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm saying. Oh, it's still cheaper. There you go. Perfect. $30 is $30. I said the things I really like about it, everything on the chair is adjustable. Now I'm going to turn into like an ad. Now Titan could say sell out if I was getting paid. But like everything about it is adjustable. Man, where's this other crystal at? What is close to the bottom floor of that? It's got to be over here, right? Is this the kitchen? This is the kitchen. So what is this area? That is actually genius, Beef. I'm gonna double, triple check. I have no idea where this is at. I don't get it. Your back hurts looking at it? Nah. Nah, that's why it's got a crate, so it's more straight. No anchor found. Is that a guy sitting on a log? Wow, that was some serious Taco Bell. That guy should go to the restroom. Maybe I had some real logs before, but never one I could sit on. Alright, so close. I do not see it. Far. Close. I feel like an episode of Sesame Street. Far. Close. I didn't see what that one said. Oh, this one said very close. Alright, so it must be in here, and I must just have missed it. No. I looked in here, and it was not in this room. Oh my god, there it is. I literally looked right at it. I hate this thing. This is like the worst thing. I was in that room like 20 times. It is the worst. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Alright, yeah, we're not saving all these extra prisoners. Yeah, see, I looked at all those kind of things, but I don't want the... I don't want that, like, fake leather, because it gets so hot when you're streaming in it for more than like an hour or so. So like I used to have a big leather chair like that. It just got so hot. I was always sweating. I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't do it. If you can do it, then God bless. Get the chair you like. Like I said, you can ask these guys. I literally lamented and thought about and mulled over and talked about pretty much every aspect of which chair I was going to get. Leather chairs are the worst to have a solo expedition in. Daytime stream, buddy. Daytime stream. Oh, man. Hi. I know. I know. I heard it coming, too. That's a big one. The storm is right here, isn't it? Yeah. You're okay. You're okay. Let's see. I gotta go talk to this one. Then I gotta go talk to that one. Yeah, we're in the middle of a pretty heavy-duty thunderstorm here. She's been pretty scared all day. You just laughing at the solo expedition? I mean, come on, man. Where's our other guy? Huh. I guess I didn't get... I thought I had a kobold come with me? I guess not. Where's the robot, too? whatever. What price? What thing are we looking at price wise? She just finger deathed her own crew. That's harsh.
I mean, you gotta get them in line, man.
Guess so, when you're busy fingering guys.
Daytime stream, man.
Of death? Come on. Get out of the gutter. Yeah, I don't know. Those design chairs, I'm not a fan of. I said I think this notion of what a gaming chair is supposed to look like is just wrong. Again, I like the open mat. I like the adjustable headrest. I like the fully adjustable lumbar support and angle. The adjustable arms are great. They adjust in every direction. You can adjust how firm or how soft the padding is on the chair. You can adjust the forward slide, the backward slide, the angle of the seat. Like, every single thing is completely adjustable to you, and not just like, this is what we think a chair is supposed to be. And it's pretty quick to adjust when you're like, because I like the way this chair feels, like, I will sit back, watch a movie. I can sit back and watch a movie with it here. I can sit back, lay back and adjust it so I can watch the movie on the computer screen. I can adjust it very easily to watch on the television right here. Like, it's, I don't know. And I don't get hot and sweaty. Again, if you think you're gonna like it, then get the chair that you think you're gonna like, obviously. Alright, you ready to get down? Yeah, no. Down? Yeah? Good girl. Good girl. You want to cuddle on a blankie? You want this blankie? Yeah, that's a good girl. Oh. My only issue with this chair is the base is very heavy. It's very sturdy. It weighs, I don't know, probably as much as the rest of the chair. So I would love for the anonymous people to sponsor me when it comes to this chair. It's a product that I'm super glad to have gotten. And I'm actually really tempted to get another one, but to mount in the bus somewhere, like in a stationary seat. I just don't think it would work as like the driver's chair. It's like you with the Plantronic rig headsets. Yeah, I mean, when you find a product that is just a good match for you, I think that's what this chair is. I mean, again, I looked at chairs for a long time. Because I think I started going that same way, like looking at gaming chairs and blah, blah, blah. And then I just luckily happened to find this company for the standing desk instead, the adjustable desk. And happened to find their chair and just fell in love. I think they would do really good to market their chair as a gaming chair, and they would do very well, I think. But it's got that tag of office chair. So office chair, that's not cool.
And I got the tattoo artist working on a
Banner? Pretty cool.
yeah, a banner for my page. Because right now I just got whatever Twitch has for your normal page.
Right. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about updating some of the artwork on the main page and doing some other stuff. Permanent butt print after less than 6 months. Again, so I'm telling you, this adjustable chair is pretty sweet. With just all that stuff. So like last week, I don't know what was going on, but I was getting uncomfortable sitting in the chair for a long period of time. So I went ahead and I gave the seat like 3 cranks. And so much better. I had it pretty loose to start with, and just firming it up a couple of cranks has made it totally great again. Yeah, it's a big spider. Well, that's why I did so much research into chairs, is because I just could not. I couldn't drop $200, $250 or whatever on a chair without knowing that it was going to be everything I needed it to be. It's like I wouldn't buy a car without doing the research. I wasn't gonna buy a chair. Someplace I'm gonna spend. I spend literally most of my day in this chair, so it needed to be as comfortable as I could make it. What a bisol. Why is this? I'm pretty sure I'm facing the giant. What's gonna last like 4 seconds? Oh, light bearing little butt, huh? You know what? Let's do this number. Let's drag this light bearer with us for a minute. doesn't want to come play. He doesn't want to be part of the team. Team Samus. Are all of the giant guys going to be immune to charm? Shouldn't be. None of them had Mind Block or whatever it's called. Whatever. Big meanies. Excuse me. Definitely building up today's migraine. I can feel it right there. The 1 o'clock migraines are back. It's pretty fun. Don't anyone tell you different. Migraines are the best. And there's nothing like having your eyeballs want to melt out of your face.
Sounds like a blast.
I know, right? Yeah, I need to spend some more time figuring out my console streaming situation.
I bought a graphics or a video card to do it, but I haven't actually streamed anything on it yet.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Remington got I don't know, it's like a little box. And he hasn't used it, so I stole it.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically takes HDMI or, what is it, RNG, whatever, RGB, whatever, signals, and then turns it into HDMI for me to steal as a video input. But you have to run a third-party piece of software before OBS will acknowledge that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of a pain. But it depends on what we decide to play. That's a real problem.
So I was gone for so long because I was tearing a mower apart.
Yeah.
So typically what breaks on those is the actual belt. I guess technically, it depends how you want to look at it. I sort of got lucky and I sort of got unlucky.
Well, I imagine unless you're getting lucky out there, you got unlucky. Like, I'm not sure
So
how exactly you tore this mower apart, but it doesn't sound
So
like
I took
you were
out the
getting
fuel
lucky.
tank and I took out the bracket that held the arm on there, which is what I was supposed to do. And I went to detach the cable, and I noticed that the cable wasn't broken like it was supposed to be, or what it typically happens on that mower. And I actually snapped the aluminum piece that actuates the cable. So I managed to somehow break the most reinforced. I managed to break the most reinforced portion of the system, and the most fragile portion still works.
Way to go, X-Lax.
Yeah, my big man muscles.
Man
were
muscles?
too much for the mower.
Man muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Man muscles.
He's out there in just like a tank top tied up to his breast.
Went out there with his spaghetti strap shirt.
Well,
and
I
was
went.
like,
I was at college the other day, and we were supposed
Little
to torch
booty
something.
shorts.
And I looked over and I said, "How much is it supposed to be?" They're like, 120 foot-pounds. And I went with just a regular crest with a regular ratchet, and I went 3 turns and a bit farther, and I said, "There, check it." And I hit 123 foot-pound of the 125 we were supposed to have on that nut.
So drag the mics that me and Sam use are both by it's Blue is the name of the company. I use the Yeti. It's a little bit more expensive, and
really
Sam
like
uses the Snowball. Yeah,
I really like the Snowball.
the Snowball's like $50. The Yeti goes for like 110.
Yeah. The real difference is whether or not you want it to be, how directional you need it to be. And that's the basic thing.
They're both USB.
Yeah, they're both USBs.
And Bard's out here with the complicated setup.
Right, the one that goes to static like every other word.
That's because I haven't replaced the microphone. The microphone was broken when I got it. That's not my fault. Well, it's my fault for not warranting it, but it's not my fault that the mic does this. It was broken when I got it.
Listen. You know what that sound was?
And to be fair,
my
friend bought the USB of the same model, and it also does this. So it's just the microphone in general. I just need to buy a different microphone. The step up from this, from the same company, doesn't have that issue. So that's what I'll be doing when I have money.
You know, Bard, you know what'd be really great that you could help me with? I don't know if it exists, but I would like a physical mixing board that I can plug in the USB, sorry, not UMB, UMB is a different thing, but USB, and then have it like the individual lines be assigned programs on Windows. So like Spotify, YouTube, or the web browser, I guess what it'd be, Discord, etc., and then be able to physically, my microphone, then be able to physically turn knobs to adjust based off of the, like you would at the radio station, you know? The only way I can figure out how to do that would be to set everything up on separate, coming in from separate channels, which would be really squirrely for Discord and streaming on it. Like I have no real control over my volume going out to Discord.
Yeah, I want to get a soundboard as well.
So if you see something that works that way, I'd like to know about it. Something like 8 channels that I can really get in there and adjust certain things.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be buying myself one too if I could find it. You think I haven't tried? That was one of the
I'm not
first
even
things
sure
I went to find.
Not even sure if it's a thing that exists. I've seen some virtual things that kind of do what I'm talking about, but I don't want a virtual one. I want a physical one. Like, if there's a virtual one, why can't I have a physical one? I just don't understand.
Yeah, I've got a virtual one, and I just need to remap it for like the 20th time or something. But I've searched for hours on end every single year about December, and I've yet to find anything that does what you're asking for.
Okay. So
my searching was done in like 4 months ago, so I'm sure something possibly could have come out, but not likely.
Well, unless there's a need, I don't see the market trying to fill it. But what we're talking about is a way to more easily mix the various audios levels for in my case streaming.
Like noise gates. It's like basically I want to right now I want to talk and on like, you know, we're on my stream, I want to talk and I can't have people in my Discord talking over me, so I can just pull down a knob and completely mute my Discord.
Right. Or
well, you can just hotkey it to a button to mute Discord though.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was just using that as an example. Like what Sam and I both want is like, I need to control Spotify, Discord, you know, DDO, everything, you know, and just have it.
I've got that. I just don't have a physical board for it. I've
right,
got a
and that's what we want.
That's
what we want.
I want to be able to reach
Yeah,
over and
but
touch
I've
it.
yet to find any hardware that'll do that.
Like I said, I feel like there's got to be a, because they have again, coming from the radio station, I've seen software like it, and I've seen obviously the hardware, because mixing boards are mixing boards, but there's got to be some place where it moves across. I think something like 8 channels would probably get me by, because I have the 2 different music things, plus of course the web browser. Probably multiple web browsers would be great. Oh, we're gonna get so wrecked.
Here's something. Hold on.
Discord, TeamSpeak, my microphone. Yeah, weird.
So this is supposed to do all that, but it looks like it's $400, so that's a yikes from me.
I mean, if it does the thing, I don't mind looking at investing in it.
So multi-channel mixer, motorized faders let you control mic, game, music, chat, and more for perfect broadcast mix.
All right, well,
Studio quality Metis, Amazon by a company called Go XLR.
leave a link in one of the channels and tell me which one, so I can look at it later.
Doesn't look like you can do it through USB. You USB out to the. Oh yeah, you USB out to the computer, and I guess that pulls the game sound. But yeah, it would require XLR. Well, I don't. It allows
leave
for
a
XLR
link
in.
and I will take a look at it.
I will do so.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of our mouth?
I mean, I don't mind changing the microphone system into something different. My problem is that flexibility is something that I'm used to having from the radio station, and I want it back. But at the radio station, I know how it works. Everything came through a different system and then funneled into that soundboard and then into the final computer that went out to.
Oh, I'm
radio
fine
station.
buying a new XLR mic if I can have that flexibility with that sound.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would ditch this Yeti so quick if I could do that.
I mean, I don't know. I would probably use the Yeti for some of my other projects, but like I just feel like it would be a great upgrade for the stream. And if I can just get in the right ballpark, I'm sure I can find a product that's closer. I don't know why there wouldn't be the capabilities of plugging in your USB directly into this thing, but
Well, the big thing is it's a printer cable on one end to USB to the back of the computer, and it's pulling your game sound. But once you do that, it runs everything through the board, so your earbuds would have to be plugged into the back of that mixer. Your microphone would have to be plugged in through it. It basically takes over for your sound card.
I'd be totally fine. That is why I'm trying to figure, like, the fact that it would be a replacement soundboard or sound card would be totally fine.
The other thing to make sure of is that if you buy an XLR microphone, if it needs phantom power, we need to double check that this thing gives phantom power.
Yeah, like I said, I'll look into it and see if I can find, again, because usually once you find the right start of a product, you can figure it out. But
Oh, there's a button that you can hit if you're gonna curse so that it'll beep it out. That's kind of cool. There's a physical button with all the little hashtag stuff in it. Goes beep when you hit it.
All right, I actually kind of need that for when I'm on the DDO stream.
you could, again, that's something that you should
It's got a
use
robot button, and there's an effects file for it.
That's something you could probably use your whatever, your one thing. You could probably use your one.
The stream
thing.
deck,
The other
yeah.
cool thing is that you can plug your game controller into the back of it. If you've got like an Xbox 360 controller, there's a plug for that
Yeah,
on the back of that. I don't know why there is, but there is.
Well, probably because it's part of a USB chain you can probably plug in, which is part of the reason I don't understand why you can't use your USB microphone. But Because most of these things now are set up in chains. Hell, even my keyboard can take, I think, my keyboard can take 2 USBs and a headset and a microphone and run it through into the USB in the back.
Yes. Okay, so the board does come with Phantom Power. So the way that you can get around that, you can still use your Blue Yeti. Just use the 3.5 input audio jack and plug it into the back, like you had like a headset microphone plugged into it.
Right.
So the Snowball would still work too.
I mean,
So I believe that has a 3.5, doesn't it?
I think it has an adapter.
Yeah, this just has the USB. I don't think it actually has the 3.5 connector.
You should have had an adapter in your box.
Yeah, I think there's an adapter in the box
I'll have to
somewhere.
look.
But
Because the person says if you buy it packaged with a Blue Yeti, you'll be able to set it up in under 20 minutes. They suggest a higher quality microphone if you're going to go through the money of spending it on the mixer, but...
I don't know, I really like the way this sounds, actually. Like, it's been a quality headset or a microphone for me.
And I think the quality of my microphone is decent. It's just the issue of it going to static is annoying.
Yes.
Because when I can get a good sound out of it when I take the time to mix it. Like, obviously, none of my filters are on it right now. So I don't have, like, sound. Like, I can set up an entire EQ for this, but I haven't. Only because it resets every time the computer restarts, because it doesn't have memory. The cool thing about this is that it's got a built-in EQ that you can change with the knobs, and it saves it to, it's got 6 presets you can switch between, and it saves it on there, so you can swap it between computers and it would keep it. So if your computer won't reset like my software does. It also syncs to the RGBs in your case, if that's something you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I said it's
See,
something
this
to
sounds like
look at.
exactly what we're looking for. It doesn't have 8 channels though, it only has 4.
Yeah. But as far as I can tell, that would be good for microphone, Discord, music, game, which is basically
Yeah.
what you were asking for.
Yeah.
So you could set your, and it should come with its own virtual cables, which will be what you select as the output for each program. So if you've got, say, slider 3 set up for your voice servers, you put that as the audio output on Discord and on TeamSpeak, and it'll go to that, and then you can change it. So I don't honestly know that you would need 8 channels, and I believe if you hit the preset keys, it'll swap between channels, so it's just like the Stream Deck thing. So when you hit the preset buttons, it'll go to different preset sliders, and they're motorized, so it'll go to where the levels were set. That way it doesn't change it when you hit it. So the slider, when you hit the preset button, will swap to whatever channels are on that preset, and they'll move to where the sound should be.
I'll have to take a look at it.
So it's like 20, I think, technically.
And this also looks like it works just like a noise gate too.
It does. It has a built-in EQ, so you can completely customize the sound levels and the dead zones, and then get all that. You can add echo, you can swap gender.
Yeah.
There's like 30 sound presets.
It definitely looks like it's worth $400. That's for sure. If that's what you're into, and that's kind of like your upgrade for your stream, you know. Which
Yeah.
I was talking to Sam, which was like, you know, I had two thoughts of which I wanted to upgrade, either buy a noise gate or buy a green screen, and we both kind of agreed that, you know, like a green screen is like okay if you're doing some things, but like a noise gate is probably the best upgrade.
Yeah, you always get value out of the ability to control your audio better. Because, like, I get an awful lot of people saying, oh man, that's, like, so-and-so's too loud. Or, you know, just being able to reach over there and hit the slider and adjust it easily on the fly would just be so much better.
Yeah, the only problem with that is that you can't adjust single people with that. This would be like a whole just turn all of Discord down. So like if I was louder than Bard, then you couldn't turn me down without turning Bard down.
Yeah, but I mean, if I set that
as long as no one changes their volume settings in Discord, like if no one turns up their mic input and we all, once we have it set, leave it there, you can then set the thing per person and then just turn Discord down. So as long as no one changes their settings, it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
well, that's
Because I know
just
I'm loud to begin
it
with.
goes up and down and up and down. Oh yeah, like
Mine does, but that's
you're
probably the microphone issue.
The worst, actually.
Me? Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
so like right now you
I
turn
kind of
down to
figured
less
that
than
was it.
40%, and beef top hat here is at 90, and it's just because it comes in so hot.
Yeah, and
But
that's
not
partially the
necessarily
microphone
the
though.
problem most of the time. Hey, Kingsguard, welcome to stream. Alright, we polished those quests off. We're not quite capped. We're not quite at 2 o'clock, so we have a little bit more time here. Quinn may have put herself into a...
All right, Titan,
stress
look away.
coma. Oh, is it time? Is it time for another sweet ad?
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So, one of the complaints, so there are only 40 reviews. One of the few complaints is that the Phantom Power button is software, it's not a hardware. So you can't turn your microphone off, quote unquote, without doing it through the software. You can mute the microphone, but you can't turn it off, which I don't know why that's a problem, but this person was complaining about it. It seems to be the only complaint about it I can find, though.
My microphone stays on all the time.
Yeah, the same here, which I think might be part of my problem. Because if I hit the, well, another part of the problem is I've only got 48 volts of phantom power, and I think my microphone requires more than that. That may be the other issue.
I don't know. Like I
And
said,
this new board would offer 70.
being able to reach over and mute for cough or sneeze or whatever. A physical button is just, it's very nice.
Which it does offer, and I believe the swear button has a cough setting, so if it hears you like sneeze or something, it does that instead. So I don't know how it registers that, but apparently people use it for that as well.
Said it's definitely something to consider. Yeah, this is very much kind of what I was just glancing at it. It's a lot like what I was thinking. Although I don't know why the microphone has 2 mutes. Kind of interesting.
Huh?
Just glancing at it. Looks like if you set up like channel 1 to be your microphone, which is what I would normally do, it looks like you have a mute on that side, and then you also have a mute.
No, I think what it is you can mute your audio for it.
No, I mean not normally. Normally the power
No,
buttons on the
what
bottom are
Yeah.
that particular channel.
Maybe it's just a bigger button, so it would be like if you had it on your left-hand side, it'd be closer to your mouse to hit than going all the way left. Maybe it's for convenience matter.
Maybe, I don't know. Just seems like it's silly to have 2 buttons that turn off the same thing. Alright, where are we going? CO6? Is that right? That's where my brain was running. Yep, CO6. Alright. I trust my subconscious at the moment. Looks like you are not currently leading me astray. Yeah, I'd have to read through all of this and then also do like some YouTube video reviews if I can find any. But see, I knew that we could put Bard on it and he would figure out the right thing. The right combination of search words.
He probably just looked up soundboards for streamers.
I have
No,
no
that
idea
actually
how to
doesn't
search.
pull anything that does computer programs. You got to be a bit more specific than that. That just pulls up 8-channel like boards for like recording music.
Ah, okay.
So I searched for a long time, several times over the last 6 months or so when I kind of got this in my brain that I wanted something like that. Yeah, I want to buy another arm, another monitor stand arm, and get this monitor turned into a flexible, like this one on this side is. And then I want to put a little shelf in here instead of basically everything sitting on this box, and use this box as a shelf. Make a lot easier and neater for my storage back here. And then I can potentially put that board right here, or something like it again. It's also nice to have a fundraising goal as well. Storage is the #1 problem in your house. Well, my problem is I still have a house. I would very much like to have a bus now and not a house anymore. Come on out here, buddy. I don't want to have to go in there when the door closes. But I'm not 100% sure how we're going to work my streaming in to the bus. Nope. The wife and I are going to be selling everything off. We're already in the process of like selling things. I'm going to buy a bus. We're going to convert it into a tiny house, and we're going to travel.
I got you, Sam. The microphone mute button. Okay, so basically when you hit the mute button, it turns the knob all the way down on the channel. The microphone mute button is to hold the button. If you've just got to say something like "turn to the wife," and then when you let up off it,
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So it's just it's a pulse mute.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
I'm watching a review right now. It seems like a quality product. Just about everything, even in like the $10,000 range I've ever used when doing like stuff, has got a little bit of play in all the ports. So the fact that it's got play in the ports isn't all that big a deal. All the buttons and stuff, even in $10,000 rigs, have wiggle room. So that's just something you get. Even mine.
Yeah.
So
I said
it's not a big deal.
did several years at the radio station, and I'm kind of used to that. So it's no big. I don't know. Again, I would like to figure out a different way to do it and have it all wired up individually through things and blah blah blah. But I just don't see a way to put everything in the way that I would ideally want.
Specifically with this device, it'd be a lot easier for you to take with you on the bus and be a lot less cables.
Right.
You should probably field that question so there's no confusion about the whole, like, you don't want to.
I did. I mentioned I want to. I'm going to turn the. I'm going to get a bus. We're going to convert it into a tiny house, and then everything will be. We'll go through that. The wife and I will travel. The stream channel will be changing. That's the other thing I have to decide what we want to invest in first for the stream. Do I want to invest in something like a piece of hardware like this? Or do I want to upgrade the cameras and the headset for like the drone, and start working on the that side of things? Start doing some drone flights. Maybe eventually grab a start moving into the fixed wing flying. Because as much as I like flying the drone, I think it'll be much better, even like maybe even preferable, once we get the PFV headsets. and camera system up and running, it might be even better to go into the fixed wing stuff for that, like slow, lazy, high altitude flights. Everyone always wants to know about the internet to go. There's lots and lots of different ways to go, and they'll be in the process of changing in the next few years. But right now, with Verizon and their new 5E system that's rolling out this year, I honestly can just switch my phone to the unlimited plan and pretty much not have to worry about it. They also have a couple of different, basically fancy wireless router type things that can hook up to Verizon. I can put it on the same plan, unlimited, for like an additional $50. There's a couple of different RV clubs that have high speed things that are very similar. So if I don't want to change my phone plan, there's also a couple of other things, but those are probably the two most likely. But the other thing to keep in mind is that... Oh, I don't need to go down here. Yeah, there's no reason to go down here at all. The other thing to keep in mind is that I kind of hope, for the most part, to go someplace, land at a location for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, and then move on again. So it's usually pretty easy to make a deal to like get internet access to some, for, you know, like if I pull to my friend's house, I'd be like, hey, is it cool if I run this cord like out a window to the bus for while I'm here? You know, I got a 40 or 400 foot Ethernet cable.
Oh, that would be a bit of loss. You get about loss about every 100 foot in Ethernet.
Yeah, whatever.
Besides the point.
Still quick enough. Or you could also, like, you know, just be on the Wi-Fi or whatever. Hey, is anyone a Clash Star? Real quick, I could use a Clash Star here. I'm not really sure where to go in this quest without a little bit of help. I need somebody smarter than my elfness.
What are you looking for?
I'm not really sure where to go now, because these are both dead ends. And I'm not 100% sure where to go. These are both dead. Oh, maybe through this door?
You
The
gotta
door stands open. It
oh.
doesn't take a Clash Star to sense it. Oh, damn it. My bad, you guys. I didn't need a Clash Star this whole time. Yes, I make that same joke every time in this quest, in memory of my good friend Crisis. I know some of you have heard it 100 million times, and I apologize, and I will continue to make that joke probably every single time as well.
Okay,
It
that's
amuses
cool.
me.
So the board, when you install it, automatically installs virtual audio cables, and it pre-maps it so that you can't accidentally put it to the wrong thing, and it renames it for what it is. So there's one for system, one for sample, one for game, music, and chat. Which is something that my program doesn't do. Like you install the virtual audio cables, but then you have to keep them straight, and it installs 2 versions of each. You've got to figure out which one works. This one just...
I don't know, that would be a question too. Is figuring out if it'll just always auto detect quote unquote game and run the audio there.
One thing I noticed with Bard is that he keeps fading out at the very end of a sentence. Like he actually fades
That's the
out.
way that my gate's set. That's on me.
Okay, well, it fades out, but it cuts off like the last like word or two that you say.
Yeah, that's the gate.
He just needs to hold his last syllables a little bit
Syllable
longer.
was a little longer, yeah.
It's a speech thing. Package containing what is
I live on a
suspected to
farm
be a
in Missouri.
bomb and ammunition found at vacant section of Christchurch this afternoon. Canterbury District Commander Superintendent John Price said the Defense Force Bomb Squad has now made the package safe, i.e. they blew it up. The police have located the package containing a suspected explosive device and ammunition at a vacant address on Newcastle Street in Christchurch. The police bomb disposal van arrived on the scene, blah blah blah. 33-year-old man has been arrested.
What was this? Where was this bomb at?
Christchurch, which is in London.
Mm.
A place with no guns. So. Just bombs. Just bombs and stabbings.
Bombs and stabbings. And no way to defend themselves.
Oh no, it's still hilarious. Well, it's not funny in the hilarious thing, but it's funny in the me way. There's last year there was a guy who went on that bridge stabbing. He like hit people with a truck and then came out with his sword and started stabbing people on the bridge in London. Like just chasing people down, just stabbing them. And there's a bunch of them. Is this one in New Zealand? Because this one I believe is not New Zealand. Oh, maybe this is the New Zealand. There's also a Christchurch in London. Yeah, it must be, because this is from the New Zealand Herald. So this must be the London, or the New Zealand Christchurch. Mobayed. Also a country that'll almost not have any guns soon. But in London, they had the that guy who basically went on a stabbing spree for like 25 minutes before the cops were able to arrive with a gun. I don't disagree. There's a really awesome statistic that I'm going to start throwing around some more of no law-abiding gun owner has ever committed a crime.
That wasn't from.
Right? Isn't that great? When you listen to it, you're like what? A gun crime, specifically. Gun crime. No law-abiding gun owner has ever committed a gun crime. And if you think about the fact that there's like, what is it? Something like 6 or 12 million people in the U.S. that are legal gun owners. They've never committed a gun crime. Why would you punish those people? It's like...
Because guns are dangerous.
Well, they are, but so's everything else in the bloody planet. So's McDonald's. We don't take away McDonald's from people. Unless you live in New York. Or Los Angeles. San Francisco.
Okay, that's cool. So you know the sample buttons?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 3 groups of sample buttons. You can hold down on the button, record a sample, and then tap it, and it will save that and play it so that you can hear it back. The clear button will clear that off of there and delete the recording, and you can just start back over again.
So what I'm hearing is Sam can run voice ads now.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. When I get a good one, I
Yeah.
can just keep it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey, you
it'll
can run
save
it
to a
every
sound
15
file, which you
every
could
15
even like edit it into a video if you forgot. Like if you're post editing a video, it would keep the file. It's just a really easy way to record, which is nice for me. He didn't say that there's a sample maximum length. So theoretically speaking, you could put whatever you want on there. But the reason I was laughing, I didn't hear the gum crying thing, although that was funny. What he did was he was showing the buttons, and so he had a recording called Frog. He said this should be frogs chirping, and he hit it, and it was Alex Jones going, I don't like how they put chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. And so I burst out laughing because I was expecting like chirping, like riveting frogs, and instead I got an earful of Alex Jones. He goes, uh-oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna cut that, but that was the wrong clip. And I'm over here dying, and you perfectly timed it with saying gun crimes or whatever it was that you said.
No, I just hear that Sam can run ads every 15 minutes in voice, and that's just
Yeah,
well,
he
let's
just
not
hits
go
a button.
crazy with. Let's not go crazy with it. We'll extend it to every 20.
Yeah, but all he has to do is hit a button, and then he can swap. So if he's got like wah 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 recorded or something like that for if he dies or if like gets a bad roll, he can hit that, and then he can swap over, and then he can hit the ads. So he can have
It's too many things.
12. He can have total of 12 buttons preset to sounds. So if there are like, so if he wants to run an ad every once in a while for like that recording for the what do you call it, Sam, that you do with the other guy? That was you were thinking about doing Thursday, but Thursday was already set up.
Oh, 2 trolls?
Yeah, 2 trolls. You could record one for that, and then one for like give a follow. It means a lot, and then all that type of stuff. You can do that. Record those, and you can do it as many times as you want to get the right one.
Your reads live, or they lose their power, man.
Yeah, Bart, you need to stop giving my job away.
Oh, that's cool. And then there's a editor so that you can edit out portions of the clip once you've got it in there. If you ramble on and you want to cut that part out,
That's all I do. That's my whole stick. What am I gonna do if I don't ramble? I'm not gonna get that optional today. I don't think I care. So I stayed up late last night and I rewatched Age of Ultron again. Mostly because people were poo-pooing it on the stream the other day. And you know, it's got some flaws, but I definitely don't think it's as much hate as is deserved.
Same to what, Drag? I'm not sure what you're saying.
Rambling. No, that's me. I'm the one that's like 3/4 of my job. My whole job is to make sure there's no dead air.
I think all Twitch streamers, their job is just rambling.
I don't know.
So by default, the sampler when you record is only set for microphone, but when you go to routing, you can then set it so that you can record music clips and stuff to it too. So you can record, like if you're in, like there's a thing, like a voice in Skyrim that says something funny, and you want to catch it in game, you can set it up to do that.
I'm sorry, that guy dropped his sack. I just had to let you guys know.
See, like that, like right there.
I feel like it was really important to say. It's just when you kill them and they fall down and their sack clearly falls in that particular location, I feel like it's really important to point out that they dropped their sack.
Yep.
So when you talk about collecting muskrat parts, it's valid. Alright, looks like this is probably going to be the last quest of the morning stream here. Both Quinn needs some cuddles, and I need to probably puke pretty soon. The old head Skarutsky doing his thing. That's okay. It's all good. So a minute ago, Talab threw up the old ad, text ad. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick moment. If you think it would be a good idea to get a soundboard for the stream, or some of this other upgrade that we talked about, like the shelving or a better microphone or whatever, you can help me make that happen. But twitch.tv/SamusGrobel, you can give that page a subscription. You can jump over to patreon.com/Samus and donate anywhere between $1 and $3 a month.
On the
all
Twitch
that money.
thing. On the Twitch thing, if you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you.
That's true. You can support the stream for free with your Twitch Prime. You also get a couple of sweet badges and emotes. We got a third one on the way. I'm just waiting for final approval for whatever reason. It's taking a little bit. Let me see if it's here now. Nope, still says it's pending. Still says pending. Monsters. Let's see. What else is going on? You can also... Currently, right now, they have some sort of bleed purple that gives an additional 10% of biddies. So, every bit that you... Every 10 bits that you cheer earns an extra biddy. So
Other
think
than
about
making the stream better over at Patreon, if you are subscribed on Patreon and on Twitch, whenever Sam does his end of his lives, you get to vote, and you
all
get
sorts
bonus
of
votes
voting.
for all sorts of voting for what life he does next. And when he does viewer requests night, if you are a subscriber, your stuff gets put to the top of the list.
That's correct. All those things are true statements. All those things are true. I try to get as many rewards out for you people that support the stream as possible.
And also, you're considered one of the cool kids.
Oh, that's also fair. And you're automatically the most handsome and attractive as you can get. Like, you're top of the bang list, as far as I'm concerned. But if you want to keep Samus and T and not having to wear pants, that's what you got to do. It's what you know. What we can cram in one more. I think finish up the CO6 super fast. I think she's asleep. You're already on the top of the bang list. I mean, I don't know. Have you seen the Samus? Look at this. Look at this. Is there a man? How to say this with keeping it clean? There's no better location to sit than right here. That's right. What do they say about an ice cream cone? You just suck all the ice cream out of the cone without getting the cone wet. Alright, man, the Twitter feed is going crazy all of a sudden. Oh, everyone's talking about Venezuela.
Oh, I thought everybody was talking about my new emote. Darn.
Yeah, your emote's pretty sweet too, actually. That Flaming D20.
Yep.
I have to tell you, though, at that resolution, the numbers are definitely lost. But you can still tell what it is. Still pretty sweet.
Yep.
There they are. Yeah, I also would like... I'm considering getting some new emotes done as well, so that's something else that supporting the stream will help go towards. Emotes, new artwork, etc. Getting the t-shirts made. Of course, that's really just a matter of...
And I don't want people to take this
office
idle. Like, I don't want people to take this idly because I actually support the stream monetarily, not only for myself, but I've given many subs out because I believe in what.
That's right. He believes in Samus. I'm his one, his truth, his way. I'm like Superman, but fat.
That's right.
Wear a beanie.
So in some ways, better than Superman because
That's right.
Superman is lame. Samus is not.
Well, I don't have all the random superpowers. I just have orgasm vision. That's the superpower. A lot of people wish for other superpowers, but those are all dumb. There are two superpowers that are worth doing. Just two. Orgasm vision and the Guyver suit. Everything else is dumb. Everything else is dumb. You can get everything done that Superman can get done with one of those two things. Probably. You can write your name on the moon if you wanted with orgasm vision. Slower. It's slower. But, you can get there.
But it's permanent, baby.
Well, I mean, you just got to get people addicted to the intensity. And then you'd be like, alright, well, this is what needs to happen. My name needs to be written in... They'll get up there. They'll find it. NASA funding goes through the roof. Samus.
It's just in NASA stocks up 200%.
That's right. Man, I wish NASA was private.
Right.
That's the reason why SpaceX, even though I'm still annoyed that they, like, almost their entire funding, their profit margin comes from government spending. I'm at least more content that they're a public, a private.
I
entity.
wish I would have bought Disney stock before they bought Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know.
Their stock is way up right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're also riding high on the end game. So, I mean, that's like saying anytime before they release a major movie, you buy and then sell 6 months after.
If I had bought stock before they bought Marvel, I think it would have been a very good, very profitable.
I mean, yeah.
But, you know.
It's also like saying you wish you would have bought Facebook stock when it first came out. Like,
Yeah. And it's like, same can be said about anything, but, you know, I'm just saying.
yeah, it's like I wish I would have continued it. I just wish I would have kept all my Magic the Gathering cards instead of giving them away.
Oh, don't remind me.
Right now, I would just like to find the Time Walk that's somewhere in this bloody room. I have like in my opinion, probably like a 9.2 grade Time Walk lost in this room somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe a 9.3. So mad.
I have a living plane.
The problem is it disappeared during when I was taking the migraine meds that basically turned my brain into Swiss cheese. And I cannot remember hardly anything from that time. Other than I'm sure I just put it someplace I thought I would never forget it. And I have no idea where it is. I cannot even tell you the things that I have lost during that time.
Isn't that just like every Vegas trip? Like ever?
I don't know. I've never gone to Vegas and forgot about it. But I did basically lose 4 years of my life. Like, oops,
there's
where'd
a
it
couple.
go?
There's a couple of years of my life that I wouldn't mind have lose.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't even know if it was bad or not.
Yeah.
You went to Vegas and you remember everything. Well, I mean, that sounds good.
That sounds like you didn't have a fun time in Vegas. Bless you.
Oh, man. I turned to look in the off chance that I happen to like just magically see that Time Walk just appear someplace.
It's all floating in front of your face.
It could be.
Glowing
I have no
everywhere.
idea. I have no idea where it is.
National
it was
pool
on this
tournament, that's
picture.
cool.
It was on this picture for a long time. Now it's gone.
I play pool for fun. I can't play it like actually decently because I have an eye problem that causes me to have like no depth perception.
Yeah, you know what you could do? You could just get all new eyes.
I'm kind of hoping so because they're actually working on that right now, and that would be fantastic. It's not just the eyes though. Like my left eye, I have my optic nerve behind my left eye is not fully formed, so they'd have to do a whole like optic nerve eye transplant, which that's like brain surgery. So.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, in Thor Ragnarok, he lost his eye. His sister cut his eye out, and then Rocket just gave him a new eyeball. He just popped it in. It was good to go.
Yeah.
So I mean,
maybe someday we'll get there. Maybe. Nah, I'm going to Vegas later this year, and I'm gonna go play craps like all day, every day. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd just go ranching if I ever make it to that area.
Yeah, I'm still considering doing a crap stream. I haven't quite figured out how to do it yet, but I think it may just be like in like the just chatting section or something like that.
You might be able to again find one inside like a variety pack game.
Maybe.
I jumped on pretty late last night to see what was going on, and there was a guy playing what looked like really poorly graphicked poker.
Mm-hmm.
But he had like 10,000 people watching.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it wasn't a poker game that he was playing. It was inside some pack.
Yeah, I don't imagine that Craps is gonna get like a super high rate of people watching it.
Well,
but
it's super.
not like blackjack or poker.
Well, it's because there's no strategy in craps. It's mostly.
I
dice
mean,
rolling,
when you're
right?
playing in real life, there's strategy, and there is betting systems that you
Well,
know.
the betting system's
you're
a
on.
thing, but like, it's mostly an RNG kind of system, right?
Well, I mean,
I haven't played a lot of craps in my day.
it really depends on how you feel, because it's like some people are in the camp of like dice setting isn't a thing. I'm in the camp of dice setting. It's you can't determine perfectly, but you can decrease your odds of rolling a certain number by setting the die. So like I use what's like called a 3V, where I put the threes at the top of the dice in a V pattern, and then I hold the dice a certain way, and when I throw them, if they stay on the axis the right way, if I'm holding the dice correctly, they should. It basically lowers my odds of rolling a 7 to I think it's like 1.6%. But there's people that say no, it doesn't help, and that's just superstition, and it may be, but the theory.
Hey, what's here? I mean, everything goes up for random once it collides with the table.
Well, see, that's the point, is that there's a small area that doesn't have the rubbers on it. So if you hit that area, you can it should hit the wall and then bounce back and only rotate once off of it. Like I said, it's not perfect. There's no way it's ever going to be perfect, but it does decrease the champ.
Sure. I don't know. Anyway, digitally, I'm not sure how much.
Oh, digitally it's completely
You're going to be able to fiddle
digitally
with.
it's all RNG. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
RNG. You just gotta be smart with the way that you bet.
Right. So, like, it may be better that you set up maybe that's a game that you actually sit down and actually play. You have like a camera set up on you have a camera set up on where you're bouncing for the dice for the quote-unquote table. You use some
Right.
bigger dice and you roll so it's easy to see.
Yeah, the problem with that is that if you go to a casino, you either have to hide your camera or you have
Well,
to.
I'm not talking about
pay.
hiding your camera. I'm talking about like at your house, you set up
Oh yeah.
set up a thing and you talk about all these strategies and you talk about other stuff while you roll craps or make your bets or.
There's a lot of YouTubers that do that right now. They get decent amount of views. I watch one of them.
I don't know. I was thinking about setting stuff up if we were going to stay here before we had 100% decided to pull the trigger now on getting the bus and stuff. I thought about setting up a station on the other side of the table, like a workstation type thing for doing projects like deck building, magic card sorting, like stuff that's really boring.
Right.
Lego building. But then if I get these swivels, I can just turn the monitors around, and then I'll be able to monitor the stream as well as set up overhead cameras for what's going on. But
It's really a bummer that you don't like Commander, because that was one thing I was thinking about, is just like a Discord video chat, stream that as like a Commander game.
yeah, it is too bad because it could be a format that doesn't suck, but somehow they found a way to make it terrible.
I think it's just the people that you play with.
It really is the people. I even watched him sit around and play Commander a little bit last week, And they sat there, like, I think they had like a 6-person game, and it turned into basically one guy getting enough mana together and finding a window to cast a... What was the big X spell in, maybe it's just X? From, now I'm going to start losing people because I can't think of, we're talking about Magic and I can't think of the name of the card. Torment of Heckfire, maybe?
Yeah.
That everybody sacrifices 3 times the number of X.
Yeah.
And the guy just basically got in a situation where shields were down for enough people, and he just fired off one for like 33.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, game's over, and everyone just scooped up their cards, and they're like, that was fun. I'm like, that's a pretty anticlimactic way, in my opinion, to play like 45 minutes of Magic.
Right.
So, like, even in a game where they all had a lot of fun and whatever, it just came down to somebody casting one stupid spell.
Yeah, I mean, it can be like that, but at the same time, like, I've been in games that's been super grindy, and it's like every point of damage matters, you know, and I don't know, it just depends, you know, like my play group is very attrition-y based play group. Like, we got one guy that plays Golgari, one guy that plays Rosava. I usually play some type of combo deck, and it really just comes down to using the resources properly and knowing how much damage you can take realistically. And, you know, it's, you know, we've sat in games that like take an hour and a half just because it's just like everybody's just, you know, you play a creature and it dies before it even gets back to you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
Commander is a different format than any other format, really.
Yeah. Alright, so, taking a quick look at it, we have Clarice playing DDO, and we have Rain playing DDO. Fumbles and Fame, I don't know who that is.
I mean, we always scare the heck out of Khalees every time we played her.
She's just not the most exciting other than that initial scare.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Rain can be nice, but she's got the whole, like, she doesn't censor herself thing, and this is your daytime.
Yeah, but once it's off of me, I'm not that worried about it, I don't think. Alright, what do you guys... Who should we throw it to? Like, Max Rancor? I don't know if I've ever seen Max Rancor do a DDO stream.
Well, who's got the lowest viewers?
They're tied between Mr. Stans and Sir Hawk the Ranger.
Well, Sir Hawk the Ranger is a rerun, so don't do that one. So throw it to the guy that's actually...
Just DDO, well, I've been having an affair with Star Wars online lately. Waiting for Sharn to be released. We'll be running Warlock Tiefling. That's pretty good. No, I don't just play DDO. I play a lot of different things. But the last, like, week and a half or so has been mostly just DDO. Starting Thursday, I think we're going to finish the... I just need to take the time to hook up the Wii and stuff. Star Trek Online, sorry. Star Trek Online.
Next Thursday, we have something fun.
That's true. Next Thursday, we also have our pen and paper game. Tlab is DMing. It'll be pretty awesome. You'll hear more about that next week for sure. But that starts around approximately 7:30.
Hopefully 7:30.
Whatever. No one will ever make it on time ever again. Yeah. We had our one good where everyone showed up on time. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. The pen and paper game's good. I'm really looking forward to the Sharn coming out and rocking things. It looks like it's Rain's birthday. Okay, I'm down. I'm down.
Okay.
Alright, everybody. I think with that, I'm going to get out of here. Gonna go cuddle my poopy. Looks like she's still
You're
on the
gonna go
couch.
cuddle
here
your
shivering.
poopy, huh?
Yep, gonna go cuddle my poopy.
Might
Okay,
be
everybody.
kinda
Hope you have a.
sticky.
What are the cons of a tiefling warlock?
None.
You have to be a warlock.
Oh.
I mean, that's. I'm not a fan of the warlock. It's not my favorite class. Feel like it's. You basically get on guide rails and you're sent down the path. It's very easy to play. The challenge comes later. It's like trying to think of a reasonable analogy, but basically you get if a powerful character in DDO is a scale of 1 to 10, you get like 70% there just by playing a warlock, and so many people get to that 70% and they never go above it because that 70% is such an easy button to get to, where other classes you have to work to get that 70%, but then they can get better than that, like 80 or 90 or even 100% with that effort. But the effort that you take to go from Warlock from 70 to 100 is so much greater, I think, because you're not used to putting forth effort to get to 70. Does that make sense? Now, it looks like I already rated. So, bye everybody!
Yeah.